Welcome to Ballroom. This is Technique Tuesday. We're going to do a little bit of wedding style Viennese waltz for you. All right. So one tip you can do to improve the basic and this hesitations for the Viennese waltz, right? So in terms of footwork, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have something to think about for each step that I take. I'm assuming you already know this basic, but if you don't, from like the follower's perspective, it's back, forward, side, side, and from the leader's perspective, forward, back, side, side. Now with each one of these directions, I want to have something footwork-wise to think about to give me a little bit more balance, a little more clarity, to make this dance more comfortable for myself. So what I can do first as I go from the person going backwards is I want to think about releasing off of my front toe. So you can see my front toe here comes up off the floor because I want to get off of that foot, right? A bad version would be if my toe stuck to the floor, and then if I'm dancing this dance, it looks like this as I go to take these steps back and forth, right? So you can see my first step backwards, I release off of this toe. If I'm the leader, I'm doing this in the second step, but this is what I'm thinking about when I'm going backwards. When I'm the person taking the step forwards, I want to think about taking a heel lead coming forward. So an incorrect version of this would be if my toe were to stick to the floor the entire time, right? I want to go forward with my heel as I take a forward step, so I have a little bit more control and power towards my partner. From the leader's perspective, if I do it this way, actually from the side, I'm going to go forward to my left foot first, and you can see I take this heel lead coming forward to my left foot. And as I go backwards, I'm going to release off of my left foot. So really, I'm only thinking about my left foot here, my left foot taking the step on a heel, and my left foot releasing off of that step as I go backwards, right? A poor demonstration of this would be me going forward on my toe first, and me keeping my left toe on the floor, and me dancing smaller and just kind of being stuck to the floor the entire time. I'm trying to move a little bit more, have more balance, and commit my weight to one foot at a time. On these side steps now, what I want to do is I want to keep both halves of my feet on the floor the entire time when I'm taking the step. So what I mean by both halves of my feet, if I'm going to take a side step, I want to keep my ball, the foot, my toe, and my heel on the floor as I go to take my side step from side to side, right? So I'm going to try to keep all 4 points on both feet, like the toes of both feet and the heels of both feet, on the floor the entire time as I go to take these side steps. You can see from a few different angles. As I go to take a side step to the right here, I drag everything underneath myself instead of going toe heel or like tapping back and forth. I'm trying to ground myself and find a lot of control. So I soften my knees a little bit, which helps, and I take this step and I keep my toe and my heel on the floor the entire time I do this, and I have much more balance. If I put all those things together, if I go forward from the leader's perspective on the left foot, I go heel lead going forward, toe release going backwards, keeping my entire foot on the floor going to the side, and entire foot into the floor going side. I'm going to do it from the follower's perspective this time, going back on the right foot, and I'll do it from the side here so you can see it from a different angle. As I go backwards for the follower's perspective, I come off of my left foot first, and then heel lead on my left foot, and then both halves of my feet on the floor the entire time during the balance step. And I feel much more balanced, much more grounded, and these hesitations will be a little bit easier. Thanks for joining us on Technique Tuesday, and hopefully you stick around and watch some more videos from Ballroom.